You are now tuned in to Reckless Discussion.
And do it for just $1 million, I don't do it for less. Sleeping on me, I'ma lay you to rest. My father told me I'm the best of the best. Guess he's right, man, just pay me respect. Nike's on me, yeah, I'm walking on checks. Maybe water if I'm feeling so blessed. Hashtag, yeah, I do it for just. Rest in peace, friend.
Welcome back to yet another Reckless Discussions with my crazy ass family. Now listen, today, the episode is called Your 30s Ain't Your 20s. So everybody here is in their 30s. She's 30, I'm 30 as well. He's 31. Rome is newly 30. He just had a birthday.
Not I'm the oldest nigga here.
You definitely are the oldest nigga.
Damn.
I'm actually the oldest person here, though.
Spirit.
So, anyway, yes. So now that we're all in our 30s, I wanted to talk about how we've changed from our 20s to our 30s. That's the new decade of life. And then when you're 30, it's a lot more expected of you. You start taking like different paths, apparently. Like you may split from like different friends. Like your 30s are very much more different.
Yeah.
More mature. Every decade you're supposed to get more mature anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, you're expected to have more self-awareness and to learn lessons and stuff like that. So that brings me to the first segment, finding yourself.
Oh, that's hard to do. It's like life.
Yeah. So you would agree that you are still finding yourself right now?
Oh, very much. Yeah. I actually feel like in my 20s, I was more confident in who I was and more, like, less anxiety of it all. You know, when I turned 30, I started becoming so conscious about, like, oh my God, I gotta have everything together, you know, more. 20s was like, fuck it.
That's exactly.
You know, but 30s is like, oh, this shit getting real. Like, a bitch need to figure some shit out now because in 10 years, I'm gonna be 40, and I ain't gonna have $5. I need to have some money. I got to have something, a house.
What about career-wise? Okay, so in your 20s, you really don't know what you want to do. Now, that's not for everybody because, like, I can speak. In my 20s, I knew what I wanted to do. Eventually, I didn't know that I wanted to be a comedian. When I was a teenager, I didn't know I was going to be a comedian. I didn't know I was going to be an entertainer, an actress. But I literally thought that I wanted to model at first. Remember, I wanted to go to college to be a doctor. I wanted to be a brain surgeon. Then I found out that you had to go to school for like 12 years to do that. And I was like, nah, I could not, and I will not.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. Would you?
Absolutely not.
Right. So I also wanted to be a coroner. It was so many things I wanted to do. And I made my parents spend so much money on me.
Yes.
And I would start and not like finish anything.
Yeah.
But I started I started doing comedy and shit. And then by 25, 26, I was like, all right, I'm gonna be an actress, entertainer, comedian. That's what I'm gonna be. Is it different for any of y'all? Like what you wanted to do in your 20s? Are you doing that now, or did you?
In my 20s?
Or are you even?
I didn't even know what the fuck I wanted to do. Like I just was out here. I was just out here. I was for the streets in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was like.
Well, I mean like career.
That's what I mean. Like I was just like. You know what I mean? Like I was
thinking about career.
Yeah, like
literally like.
Yeah, like I'm a hustler. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant like dragging on these hoes, dragging on these.
Yeah.
We talking about careers.
Yeah, but when you say the streets, my bad. Okay.
We talking about careers.
For the streets.
Oh, so
I was for the streets. I was a hustler. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like that was in my 20s. It was fast money.
But you was a pastor too, so where would
in my 20s we sold drugs out the church. Now it's just what it was.
First, we're gonna backtrack.
Nope.
For the streets now and for the streets then is different.
All right, well, we was talking about career-wise.
Okay. And they took it out of context.
About the church and the drugs.
Because you was also a bounty hunter. Nigga, you had hella fucking jobs like a Jamaican. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get
I was a hustler. I was for the streets. I was a hustler.
You was a hustling bounty hunter bishop.
Absolutely.
/ Marine.
Absolutely.
He was not in no damn Marines. He went to the National Guard.
You was in the Marine?
Yo, it's crazy.
You lied?
You was in the Marine?
Yo,
that's
it's
a lot of money.
He done had a lot of life.
Yo,
So if he like died right now, he lived a full life.
He lived a fucking life. He probably like
in his 20s.
Yeah, man. But listen, I was for the streets.
Okay,
whatever paid was a good thing.
So you were able to see exactly what you like to do. So from what you did in the 20s, what was your thing that like you kind of like stuck with and I was like, okay, you know what? I like that. That's like my area.
It really wasn't anything. It's just the ambition of having your own was really it for me. Like it was like you gotta do what you gotta do to have it for your own.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
why I said even if you still don't know what you want to do, like you're a barber right now, but that may not even be what the fuck you want to do for the rest of your life.
No, because I actually don't like it. So
He just wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It seems.
But he's good at it though. And just because you're good at something,
don't mean that you like doing it, you know?
yeah.
So for me, I can't even say it was 20s. I just know that I wanted to be successful. Of course, you know, I had hoop dreams.
Okay.
By my junior year, I knew that I didn't have any offers for basketball, so I was like,
damn,
hooping ain't gonna be in my caliber.
Yeah.
So I, you know,
so you wasn't good.
So you really wasn't.
It wasn't
good.
that I wasn't good.
He
It's not that.
Oh.
I also had a 4.0 average.
And he did the right thing, and he went to school.
So
lying.
listen, no, my high school, I'm sorry, my average, you're right.
Yo,
My
sound like
average was
Ashton.
3.8. Really didn't know what I wanted to do. I applied for John Hopkins. I got a security job.
Right.
The money was easy. I was working, and I felt like I didn't want to be a security guard forever.
Yeah.
After Ashton came.
Okay.
I said, yo, I'm going back to school. Because I took 2 years off. I said, I'm going back to school.
All right.
Ashton came. I'm going back to school. I went back to school. Graduated 5 years later. You know, I did 5 years. But I'm even now, like, I'm still not where I want to be at.
London. So in your 20s, whatever you wanted to do, does that still apply to your 30s? Like, are you now doing what you thought you would be doing?
Shockingly, the way manifesting works and the way God works, it always comes full circle because you know always my Oprah girl, I always wanted to talk. I've always wanted to be like on some type of talking platform. I never wanted to be famous, but I wanted to always talk since I was younger. And it's so crazy that I literally just like was living my life and Jessica was like, hey, you know, you want to be a part of this platform? And I'm like, hey, okay, fuck it.
No, at first she was like, girl, no.
I mean, yeah, I did. But then I was like, okay, well, maybe this is God's way of saying like, you've been sowing your seeds, honey. Time for harvest, you know, and now, you know, you're able to talk and, you know, be yourself. And that's all I ever wanted to do. I never wanted to do nothing else but talk.
All right. So when you, the people that you date in your 20s, right, are sometimes not the best people for you in life, period. Does it get better in your 30s? Have you, and look, mind you, me and Rome only been 30.
Yeah, y'all just got here.
Yeah, we just got here.
Y'all just
Yeah,
stepped
I'm
off
a
the
year
last
in now.
porch.
You're a year in.
But I can
is it?
say that.
Are you still dating the same type of guys? Are you looking for the same type of things? Like,
Yeah. Well,
are the same things attractive to you?
Well, I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to this because people have been in long-term relationships. I was in a relationship my whole 20s.
Yes.
And took a little break when I was turning 30. So, like, I mean, I still am new to the dating world.
Yeah.
So I actually don't really have much advice on that, but I will say that now I know what I want out of a man. You just got treated any type of way when you're in your 20s. You like, they do whatever. Nigga come home 4 o'clock in the morning, you like, okay, I'm still be here. But now I'm 30, I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
Hold up.
So I'm just saying, it's like, I have more like expectancy and standards.
You are so right. That's good.
Yeah, so what about you, Jess? So you have dated in your 20s?
Yes, I've dated in my 20s, and I couldn't stand that shit. That shit was crazy. The guys in my 20s, now all of them were not bad. You had some.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had a couple that was good. Like, and when I say a couple, I literally mean 2. But, yeah, like, seriously.
So now in your 30s, your fresh 2-3 month 30s, I mean, like, do you, like, what's your, like, new standard going into 30s dating?
To be patient, not to allow people to be clingy or to be clingy. Not to always just stay around a fucking person. Like, you have to learn how to miss somebody, not to be worried about and Rome says this all the time, not to do things for the perception, because dating now is just like an imagery thing. And it's become that way. So, like, modern day is like what I'm really into now. You know, I like dates. Like, my boyfriend taking me on dates all the time.
You gotta be more picky now. Yeah. You're 30.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So.
Well, I got a plot twist, you know. I got a plot twist with it. Relationships in the 20s, I don't really know, because I was a hoe in my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and I've done so much hoeing in my 20s that now that I'm in my 30s and I want a relationship, motherfuckers be like, remember the time in the back of the car? You be like, don't mention it. Like, you know what I mean? So it'd be like,
Sex in my 20s versus now, like, it's different. Like, I don't want it all the time now. Like, I'm mentally, like, you know, you're like, all right, it's okay. I want to make sure that my woman is sexually satisfied, but I don't want to fuck every day.
Oh, wow.
I can
and as well as I know I'm coming out of them 20-ish ways. So like,
coming out of them is crazy.
I don't want to get tired of you. I know me, I've always, I get tired so quick, I bounce. When you constantly, like all day, every day, 3 and 4 times a day, no, that shit get fucking boring at once. 30, you really gotta be mentally there for sex.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Especially when finances might not be right. You know, other things might not be right. kids might be involved.
Yeah.
Different moms, different dads might be involved. So it's like the vibe gotta be there.
So is that started in your 30s?
That's
right?
a growth. That started
so
honestly
you've been
around
30
like
for 3 days.
29.
That happened 72 hours ago?
No, that started like 28. But it took another life lesson for me to understand that.
Sex really has not changed for me much. People always say, oh, in your 30s, or with every decade of life, sex upgrades, it feels better, or you know, sex gets better and shit like that. Yeah, I heard that.
I believe.
I actually heard your best sex is in your 40s.
Me
but
too.
I hear that all the time. Yeah. But that usually comes from people who are 40. Just like, all right, bitch, like, all right, wait till you get to 50. But yeah.
I can kind of say what Ron was saying with it. Like for me, it's like, I done so much fucking in my 20s, and now it's like, all right, whatever. Like that's when it was a fatuation of busting a nut. You get what I'm saying? Now it's more so like, let me get in your mind. Let me fuck your mind and make it work better for you that way.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm not around for quick fucks no more. Like we need to know what's going on. Because I didn't fuck some crazy people that tear up cars and property and shit. So you got to know who you laying down with.
The next segment is called Life Lessons. Let's go to finances.
Okay.
What did you learn?
So what I learned financially?
Yeah, in your
mistakes you
20s.
made?
What mistakes did you make in your 20s with your finances that would lead you to better decisions in your 30s with finances?
I really didn't make no mistakes. I'm gonna say what I've learned was, don't spend more than you bringing in.
So basically that's overdrafting.
I never overdraft. Y'all can hee ha 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 ha. What I'm saying is,
it was just funny. The parable was funny.
I got it. What I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. 1,000, 100,000, 200,000. Do not go and spend more than you bringing in. Because if you do know, like how I know and what I did in my 20s, I spent more and wasn't bringing in. I didn't invest, which I was always scared of investment and scared to leech out there because of how my dad, you know, the things he's taught. So like, me at a young age, I caught so much money. I'm like, oh shit, dang.
Yeah, you didn't know how to manage.
I ain't know how to manage shit. Like,
right.
I'm like, you know, like I ain't.
Was what you were
saying.
It
wasn't a mistake. It was more so like, yo,
you didn't have nobody to tell you nothing.
That's it.
Right.
But I also, why didn't I have nobody to tell me nothing?
Right.
It wasn't that I didn't have nobody to tell me nothing. I didn't listen. At that age, my dad just made me lose a scholarship.
Yeah.
My dad done ran through all the money my mother left for me. So who the fuck was I supposed to trust?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, fuck them. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no men. I'm sorry. Because I thought I trusted women as well until I got fucked by a woman that I thought was in my corner. So, yeah, like, you know, I wish I'd have not even, I had fun. Only thing I wish I'd have did then in my 20s was capitalize off the moment the blessing that I received. And I learned that in my 20s though. So I can't even say it was just the 30s. I learned too, you know what, yo, like, save more. Put that money up more for a rainy day. Capitalize. Gain.
Crazy. London, finances. Your finances in your 20s.
Yeah, I was broke as shit in my early 20s. And but I always wanted to learn more about financial education. So of course, as I was broke, I was like, you know what? I don't never want to go back there. Like, I don't never want to have fucking $5 and like my fucking light bill. My light bill.
No, that's not even funny. But it's
a real thing. Like a bitch was broke as shit, and I was like, how the fuck am I
afford a cheeseburger?
And it had to, you know, keep hitting licks and shit. I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
So as I got older, I was like, oh no, I'm going to invest my money. Right. So if anybody who knows me know, I am very big into investing. I'm very big into like stocks, investments, even real estate now. You know, letting your money work for you is important to me. And I learned that like literally in my 30s. I mean, well, you know, I was approaching the 30s because I did buy a house when I turned 30, which was a major accomplishment. Yes, you did, but that's
really good.
I was 29 actually when I bought it. Because that was my goal for 30. You think differently about money. Back in the day, I was like, man,
so was you taught, like, did you have to meet somebody to teach you that? Because I know, like, we got a similar upbringing. Yeah. So was you taught that, or was just like, you know what, let me research myself? It
was really just my own self-research because my mother, she told me, one of the biggest things she ever told me my whole life was always pay yourself. She used to always tell me that. And I started listening like, And then I started researching budgeting and shit like that because my bills, like you said, was exceeding my fucking money. I'm like, I gotta make some shit shake. But after a while, I was like, okay, if I'm on top of this before it hit my account, then I can, you know, always have that extra. So I don't know. I love, you know, talking about finances and investing. And I try to tell everybody about it, any type of way, you know? Yeah. What about you, Jess?
I honestly never spent frivolously, honestly. I really did. When I started getting like a lot of, I never been irresponsible with money. When I started getting a lot of it, I developed a shopping habit, but I still never splurged like too much to the point where like I was broke or, you know, or lost money or put money in the wrong space. Now, something that I would like to do in my 30s is invest because I want to work less at the end of my 30s. Yeah. So I would love to invest and see my money flip and I watch it grow over the years. I want to get into stocks and all this thing. You've been talking to me about it. So yeah, that's something that I would real estate for sure. Yep, especially right now. So that is something that I'm really into, and I'm actually buying a house.
Congratulations!
So yes,
congratulations.
30. Major accomplishment.
Yes, major accomplishment. So yes. How about you with finances?
Finances in my 20s was lovely. You know, it was very lovely. My biggest downfall in my 20s with finances was helping a lot of people that was around me. And then going through a season where it was, you know, the land was barren. You know what I'm saying?
Where were the helpers?
Right. See what I'm saying? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I like that. So okay, supposedly. No, so I was helping a lot of people in my 20s, man, and then I you know, went through a season where I basically lost everything, and everybody that I helped, nobody was around to help me. And that turned me into like a very cold-hearted person till now, where it's be like, you can call me and I hate to say it, you can be outside with your dog and both of y'all hungry, and the motherfucker be like, I need like $5, man.
No.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. Let me hit you right back. Yeah, let me hit you right back. I can't do that. You know what I mean? Because like, damn, when I was fucked up, y'all ain't give a fuck. But when I was up, we was up. When I was down, I was down. Y'all was still up. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't even call a motherfucker and ask him for a ride to a doctor's appointment. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it made me in my 30s just become more stern of saying no when it comes to helping people and not feel bad about it.
So life lessons and habits. When you are 20 and 23 and 25 and all of that, you got bad habits that you bring in your 20s from your teens.
Yes.
Do you still have them now?
Nope. Mine was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, good. No more.
Nah, but I smoked the hell out of some weed though.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine's is gone.
Huh?
Mine's is gone.
What was your habit?
Females.
Yeah. Okay. Multiple. Okay. All right. That's good. I like that.
I wasn't trying to shake your hand, but I'm gonna shake because out there.
Oh wow.
But
please, I'm shaking because out there.
I always had to have multiple females.
Yeah.
That's
always.
Each of them had their own purpose.
All right.
My habit would have been like eating not good things all the time.
Yeah.
I bitch never drunk water. You know, so
fucking poo.
Yeah, but now she very much drinks gallons every second.
I know that pH balance
tap
was
water.
Sewage.
No, but seriously, that was a bad habit. Like I drank sodas and shit like that. Like now I don't even drink soda or juice. Like I literally never
really
do. I only drink water, but that was a bad habit that I had.
He drink juice
I just
and
seen
liquor.
you getting fucked
that's
up
it.
and wine and chasing with a soda.
Excuse me?
So, I'm sick of this shit. Y'all funny as shit. So
yeah, what was your
so habits is my bad. So eating better.
Yeah, eating better and drinking water. Honestly, that was a bad habit. I drank so much fucking juice.
I never fucking knew because you smoked a lot of weed, so your breath was probably like this.
Damn.
I know that because she used to smoke like Rihanna and Snoop. That was used to smoke.
I used to smoke a lot.
Like used to wake up smoke like.
And I would never smoke now.
And can't hit a blunt now. She can't even finish a half of a fucking blunt right now.
Now let's get some tea from you, Jazz. So what were some bad habits that you had in your 20s that you just did away with? Now since you're 30.
Honestly, guys, like it was the same as him. He said females, multiple, but mine wasn't like multiple. Mine was like the type of guy that I was attracted to.
This is amazing to hear you say this.
Yeah, like it was bad. I know, like because you were thinking it like.
No, but
the whole time.
But I love the fact that you say this now. So it's like it's like watching the growth from your 20s into your 30s.
But that's why evolution is important, which is the next segment because you evolve when you're in your 30s. Supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like even like what you said with diet.
Yeah.
It's important that you do eat right. It's important that you take care of yourself. Fitness, like diet and fitness, is really important because you will start seeing yourself deteriorate.
Oh yeah, feet hurting, bones.
Listen, I'm telling you all of that. Like, and you have to also watch your weight, like your BMI. You have to watch all of that. Also, you know how people say, because I used to eat a lot. My metabolism was like really, really high. So I would eat a lot. And you ever hear old people say, all right, it's gonna catch up with you in your 30s.
Yeah.
Where? Where? I've been waiting for
You've been here
hips.
for 3 days and a night, and you like,
Nuh-uh.
you've been 30 for 3 days and a night. She talking about where?
Well,
You
what's
gotta
your
get in.
excuse?
None. I don't. It ain't working.
Exactly.
It ain't working.
It's like,
it ain't working.
I don't know, maybe 30-year-olds back, generations back, got fat or something.
But their food was different back then too. So
I guess.
you know.
So yeah, diet is different. It has to be different. It has to change.
Yeah,
Like you can't just keep eating the same shit that you be eating. Cause listen, now I'll eat
Okay.
a cheeseburger like 2 o'clock in the morning, heartburn like a bitch.
Oof.
I used to be able to do that shit
yeah.
in my 20s. Go to sleep, wake up, eat another cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Shit, I eat cheeseburgers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a steak.
Wow.
And I swear to God,
Why is there so
I'm
much? Hold up,
telling you.
yo.
Before you go to sleep.
And now, bitch, heart be just
Why you-
racing when I'm
Why are you eating
that.
the hamburgers and steak at the same time?
You know why, bitch. Edibles, weed,
Yeah,
shrooms,
you're right,
you be
yo.
on all
Because
types
that
of drugs, you
wow,
have munchies
guys,
and shit.
what the fuck?
That's also in my 20s, drugs.
Yeah.
I don't do those like that no more. But you can definitely, you can definitely age too.
Yes.
I don't care. They say black don't crack. Some of them bitches is cracking. Some of
Yeah.
these motherfuckers is cracking out here, okay?
I feel like honestly, with the whole aging thing, it's a real thing that I believe. Like
Aging.
with aging, that like we, I don't know if it's black people, but we look better as we get older. You know,
Majority of us.
The ones who really take care of certain things.
That's true. Yeah, because I was phony.
Like, because we can have a bad diet.
Now I look like way
We can
better.
have a bad diet, but take care of our skin and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
you know, take
yeah.
care of our hair and things
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true.
Or you can just take care of everything and just be
but
the
your
best
diet.
you can be.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
absolutely. I
it comes
agree.
with different. It got its perks and it got you know ups and
Because
downs.
you got skin. I'm starting to notice like little fucking moles and shit, like dark spots
those.
popping up on my fingers. And like I broke a nail. Like it's so much
okay, the
different.
nail.
What?
Like,
But no,
it is
seriously, the moles.
different.
Like, where are these moles
See,
coming from?
I always
Does
have moles
men
with my
notice that?
parents. I always have moles because of my parents.
But like, do you see new
Yeah,
ones?
mine
No,
too.
I don't see no new ones. I see the same ones. I do notice though. My lady noticed because I can't see. My back.
You got moles on your back?
I don't know if they moles or spots, but my mom and my dad have a lot of spots around their back.
Like
Yeah.
light spots?
Like my mother had them at 26. My dad, you know, I was
definitely
able to see my
hereditary,
dad grow older
Yeah.
and to see that he had
A moldy
you know,
back.
not a moldy back, but
Little taste. Skin taste.
like you know,
Say, yo, it's just funny
crazy.
shit. You said, see, my dad
you
got
know,
a moldy
I
back.
get to see my dad have you know a lot of things on his back.
Evolution with health is important as well because listen, I'm gonna let you know right now, London, tell these people, I be waking up, stomach pains every morning. I can't drink the same liquor that I used to drink.
Tiptoeing around the house,
I'm telling
feet
you.
hurting.
Okay, all right.
Sound like
Damn, she going in.
Relax.
Sound like you about to die.
Shit, I'm telling
I'm just calling to check on you. Hello.
They is
Listen
timing
here.
up for your ass.
Now listen, hold
Motherfuckers
up.
is
Listen
trying,
here,
man.
Rome. I don't.
Listen here, Ron.
I don't never say, listen here, Rome, nothing. So shut up.
And this is since you out
No,
of nowhere.
you do. You
Yeah,
say,
I'm
listen
telling
here,
you.
Rome. I'll be okay.
It hit me out of nowhere, but I have ulcerative colitis, which flares sometimes when you drink, you know, a lot of liquor, when you eat bad, and that shit like really fried foods. Like, so diet, that shit is serious. Like, you have to take better care of yourself because shit ain't like it used to be, man. Shit is like processed, over processed. You got all this shit in our food that they putting in our food and all of that stuff. Nothing is like it used to be.
So-
And this is one thing that I want to point out real quick before we get out of here. Listen, meat is not even the same. Meat ain't the same. Chickens, if you eating chicken wings and they big as shit, something's wrong with them. Listen, I went to another country and got a chicken wing and that motherfucker was little as shit. And I was like, oh, give me this premium chicken wing. And the whole time, it was organic. Like,
Yeah, farm
that's
raised.
farm raised. That's how chicken is supposed to be. That's the size of a actual fucking chicken. They don't inject them or anything like that. You know what I mean? So we're eating a lot of like
Fake shit.
hormones. No, but
Processed.
hormones like from these animals and shit. Like, you know, if you inject a fucking cow with a bunch of shit, if you inject the cow with a bunch of stuff, you know, and then you chop it up and then you fucking it, like we're eating the shit that was injected into them. So we don't know if that's like all that good. That's why people are now developing cancer way earlier, fucking diabetes way earlier, all of this shit, high cholesterol, blood pressure, like all of that shit. All of that shit really, really plays a part. And it fucks you up if you don't take good care of yourself. Definitely. So that's gonna bring me to the end of this episode. But before we get out of here, everybody gotta go around the room and tell me what is something that you left in your 20s that you miss?
You fucked up for that one.
Scream it out now.
Bitches. Shit.
That you miss though?
I miss bitches all the time. I just fuck them.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just like whatever. Okay. So you miss bitches.
Yep.
Okay. What did you leave in your 20s that you miss? Anything?
I don't have any.
You don't have anything that you left that you miss? Right. Okay. Good.
Because a lot of those things that caused me my peace.
Yeah. Okay. What about anything fun that you used to love to do? Remember, you used to love to wash your car.
I mean, I ain't really leave that in my
Like
20s.
something.
You know, I wash my car every day, so that shit went over.
You had a lot of fun in your 20s though.
I
bro.
did,
but
but
you don't miss none of it.
They was temporary happiness moments.
Okay.
I had a lot of peace breaking moments that, you know,
good.
my 30s, I just want to start over.
Good.
Like, I'm not letting nobody, like, and it's even like, yo, it's kids I ain't gonna see. But I want my peace.
Okay. So before we
I'm just saying.
What about you?
I want peace.
I would say like the time I didn't have as much fun as I would have wanted to if I would have knew I knew today. Like, fucking go down the street and fucking hang from my pole and swing and get drunk or something. I don't know, but basically, I feel like I stayed in the house a lot in my 20s, early in my 20s.
You miss going down the street drinking, jumping on the swings. The fuck? That sound like
shit. You miss
16.
penny.
It's
You
like,
miss
can I
penny
get the time
candy
back?
too,
I was
huh?
in the fucking house like watching TV. That boring ass shit. I could have been out here traveling.
Yeah.
Like, and I do miss that, like the time. I wish I could get the time back and say that, or the experiences, because you experience shit differently in your 20s. 30s, you give a fuck. 20s, you really don't give a fuck. So your experiences are even more wilder. And I missed all that.
Okay.
What about you?
I do, Jess. I got one. My hair.
Oh, that's a good one.
Miss your hair. Okay, I got you. I feel you. Well, we already saw. You can take your hood back off.
What you miss?
Yes, Jess.
I miss being able to bounce the fuck back from liquor. I'm talking about, I used to drink all night, get up, go to work. I ain't really have many hangovers in my 20s. I swear to God. I had more hangovers as a teenager than I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be drinking all night and I can't even get the fuck up like the next day. Like I have to remember, like I used to be able to go out on air school nights and shit. And then come in the house, still pick him up, take him to school, wake up, take him to school. He ain't going to school if I drink.
Damn.
I'm sorry. And that's
I love
what it
the
is.
transparency.
Shit, now they got virtual. He got a choice. He can stay home, do virtual. I'm sorry, you gonna miss your friends.
Let me do that shit.
I'm fucked up.
Let me do that shit, bro. I'm getting cussed out. Some more shit.
I got hangovers. I had hangovers in my 20s and my 30s. I don't have hangovers. Remember how you said today? You was like, you up and at 'em, basically. I don't know what it is. Like 20s, what fucking headaches, throwing up. Now I'm like, shit,
Maybe
I'm
your
straight.
liquor choice
Yeah,
changed.
it's her liquor choice.
It's the liquor choice.
You drink
Oh,
more
really?
expensive liquor.
Oh, more expensive.
You drink more
I
premium
did
liquor
drink a lot
now.
of fucking stuff.
Amsterdam and shit.
Yeah, Amsterdam, Tito, oh my
Amsterdam.
God,
Trash.
Grey Goose,
That's exactly
NJ.
what it
Oh, she paused.
You said Seven
Pause. I never drunk Grey Goose.
Not Mad Dog.
I drank
not Mad
Urky
Dog
Jerk.
2020.
Oh, man,
I drank
actually-
Urky Jerk.
Yeah, we
I did.
did.
Not
I drank
still.
Urky Jerk.
So
You
while
did
y'all
too.
discussing what's killing their liver, we're gonna get out of here. I love you guys so much. That brings us to the end of another Reckless Discussion with my favorite lit ass people, aka my family. Y'all tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. only on YouTube.